Yeah, so it's going to be Flame Face here and Viking, and it's guaranteed lethal, right? So busted. So his block meter goes down to 0 immediately, and then we go face for 4 because Flame Face makes all of our pirates have strike through. I guess I could have put the Viking here, it would have been cleaner, but it literally doesn't matter. He can heal for as much as he wants. Then we do 0, then he goes down to 3, goes back up to 6, and Viking just clobbers him.
Making content for you guys is a full-time job, and it's only possible with your support. Click the link in the description to join my Patreon for access to exclusive streams, deep fry podcasts, private video calls, and more. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are attempting to bring back pirates with this deck. This is the Teleport Pirates deck. We're doing it with Super Brainz, so we can run 4 copies of Teleport and 4 copies of Teleportation Zombie. Now, the changes to Pirates, one of the main changes is the fact that Flame Face used to be a gravestone, which would make it work really well with Grave Robber and with Headstone Carver, which we're running in this deck. And now it lost its gravestone. This is overall, we'll consider this a nerf. However, there is a buff in there. And that's the fact that now, unlike before, Flame Face can be teleported in on turn 4 or even on turn 3 if you played your Teleportation Zombie already. And the ability to teleport this in, not only can this itself, the 2/4, mess up team-ups, this can really end up really making a lot of your other pirates go face. We also have a new pirate that is buffed since the balance patch, which is Shield Crusher Viking. This card not only drains block meter when it hits your opponent's face, but also when played. So, I mean, this can be absolutely devastating, crushing your opponent's block meter on played, because they, end up like almost blocking, you fill up their block meter, and now like they're never gonna block the rest of the game once you play your Shield Crusher Viking. It also happens to be a very good card to teleport in, so it does fit with the theme of this deck. You are going to be starting the early game with your Headstone Carver. It's sort of a must answer 1 cost 1/3, which is exactly what you want. We're also running a couple Chimney Sweeps, which are going to be some additional early game. You're kind of playing the beginning of this deck as a tempo, and then in the late game you're going to be teleporting in your finishers. So your best starts are going to be Headstone Carver on 1 and then Swashbuckler Zombie on 2. Now this is a pirate that hasn't changed, but this is actually way better than it was before the balance patch for 2 reasons. First of all, Black Eyed P was one of the hard counters to Swashbuckler Zombie. That used to be run as a 4 of in every single Mega Grow deck, a really popular card. And now the Black Eyed P does not, it's a 2 cost 2/2, so it does not up trade with Swashbuckler, and no one really runs it anyway. The other card that's sort of like Black Eyed P that used to make a good trade against Swashbuckler was Juggernaut, but also Triceratops is nerfed, so early game tempo decks with the Guardian class are not as common nowadays, and we're seeing a lot fewer Juggernauts than we used to. So the second thing, besides for the Black Eyed P and the Juggernaut, is the fact that Spikeweed Sector now, instead of costing 2, which would kill Swashbuckler, it now costs 3. So that enables you to be able to play this in whichever lane you want. And this is just not going to be afraid of the Spikeweed Sectors anymore. So passively, through the different changes in the patch, Swashbuckler Zombie is actually significantly better, especially if it starts off as a 3/3, because you played your Headstone Carver the turn before. Now, the cool thing Headstone Carver is that you can also do Teleportation Zombie. This being a 2/6 is just ridiculous. It makes it out of the range of Sizzle, which only does 5 damage. But anyway, just having a 2 cost 2/6 Bullseye is ridiculous stats in itself, and the fact you're teleporting things in is awesome. So again, you can either teleport in your Flame Face, you can just play your Flame Face dry, that's fine. You can also play your 3 cost pirate, which is a new gravestone, so this is another pirate buff since the patch. Are pirates even nerfed? And no one's playing pirates anymore, but anyway, we'll see if we can get this to work. Sim Commander will be a 3/5 with Headstone Carver. Otherwise it's a 2/4 pirate. It still grows from Swashbuckler, and it's still drawing you cards. The only other imp running in this is going to be the Space Cowboy. So again, the first 3 turns you're playing the heavy tempo with your Headstone Carver and your Gravestones. After that, the deck switches. And you don't really want to be running expensive Gravestones anyway, because then they die to Blockbuster. So we're really kind of playing around Blockbuster with this deck too. The Space Cowboy is a really good card to play dry. It's very good the next turn on turns 4 or 5 to teleport
Cowboy in, because this can end up like sweeping opponents and like really messing up a lot of team ups and really killing a lot of plants while being strike through, so it kills a lot of damage. And of course you can play your Shield Crusher Viking dry, but better yet, try to teleport this in unless you're going to get Brain Nano that turn, and this will clear the block meter and absolutely demolish them. A little bit of laser base alpha to cover opponents' environments. It'll give you the extra strike through also if you don't have your flame face. Just playing like headstone, even just chimney sweep on 1, swashbuckler on 2. People do not play around swashbuckler. Maybe once I post this on YouTube and people actually start running this deck, people will actually think, but everyone, if they see the turn 2 gravestone, they just automatically assumes teleportation zombie, and I have so many opponents that could have killed us and they just let it hit face. But then just playing like laser base alpha the next turn on a 3/3 swashbuckler is fine, because that'll make that go face for extra damage. Running some backyard bounce, decided to really use this instead of rocket science, just so we'll have an answer to wingnut. And of course you have Super Brainz. Super is so good. It's really the reason I'm doing this with Super Brainz instead of Huge Giganticus, because this is just such a good finisher. It can do 8 damage with your Viking. It can end up reactivating your Space Cowboy, and very often it's just going to work very well even on a Flame Face or a Swashbuckler that have grown a little bit in order to be a finisher. Also running a couple of Lurches for lunch as a finisher to do some bonus attacks. Hopefully we don't get messed too much up by the wingnuts, but we do have an answer in this deck. Let's get right into the deck. Hope you guys enjoy the brand new version we got here of Pirates in 2025. Let's get the game sound going and let's initiate the bets. We'll do 8 games today. If you think we are going to win 6 out of 8, vote yes. 5 out of 8 is going to be a no. Betting our fries over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/fry'emup. I am streaming this late at night. It's actually 11 o'clock. So we are going to be facing a higher level of opponent. Let's be real, guys. The Asian players, they sweat. They sweat really hard when they play this game. It's just part of it. That's just who's up at this time of day. But I'm feeling confident. Plus we're zombies, so we don't have to deal with quarterly bonus, and we just got away with murder. This is 3 damage on turn 1. This is such a good card. Underrated. I guess we'll play around Shrinking Violet. Spread these a little bit more. Guess it doesn't really matter. That's fine. There's not really enough tricks in this deck for me to care about Forget-Me-Nots, so we're probably just going to ignore that. I don't see the Flame Face being good here, so let's just spam Imp Commander. It's card draw. Imp Commander, and then we can Flame Face next turn to make this have strike through and draw more cards. I like it.
At an ecumenical religious conference,
Uh-oh.
3 panelists are asked where they stand as to when life begins.
Here we go.
We believe life begins at conception, says the panel's Catholic priest. We believe life begins.
At birth, says the liberal Protestant, we believe life begins when the kids are out of the house and the dog dies, said the rabbi. Lazarus with his daily dose of Jew jokes. What do I do here, guys? I love the Super Brain Super. I suppose just playing 2 cards here is correct. It's a little bit sad, but this is really the last time in this game we'll ever really get value out of the Headstone Carver's ability. So let's just do it like that. We might get Shrinking too. But it doesn't really hurt to commit. He'll always hit these 2 with Shrinking Violet, so it doesn't hurt to commit the Headstone Carver. Yeah, so we're drawing like 2 cards here. We're in very decent shape. They don't have board space is the one problem. Let's see if we can draw one of our laser-based alphas or backyard bounce. There's one. So that's a play for next turn, which is awesome. And he's got a Starch Lord developed. So yeah. Yeah, Forget-Me-Nots, it's honestly not that annoying. It can't really teleport anything in. You know, the Cowboy also opens up the water lane. It was chat's idea to really go more the Cowboy direction, and I like it. I definitely don't want to give him this back. What am I actually looking for? Laser base alpha. Should we YOLO the teleport to see if we can get exactly the laser base, the one playable card here? I don't really like these backyard bounces. I feel like we get a better one later. So let's YOLO for the laser. I don't know. You know what we can do? Dry Viking next turn. Because he used Body Gore to get full block meter, and we're just like, nope. Should we do this? What is turn 5 and 6? We can't tell it. Well, he hasn't shown us. Okay, we can always teleport Flame Face here, which is fine. All right, let's go for teleporting the Viking in with the teleportation zombie. I'm not playing around shrinking anymore. Forget that. Bruh. Is Flame Face anyway just better here? This guy's super annoying, by the way. Honestly, draining his block meter doesn't do as much as Flame Face does, right? So let's just Flame Face. It's just Flame Face and that's it. Because this now procs the block. It draws like 4 cards here. 3. It'll draw 3 cards. It kills Forget-Me-Nuts. That's actually a Flame Face from hell, so it's really better. Let's see if he gets his Citron Super. That would be annoying. That's a pretty good M.U.G by him because it prevents me from drawing 3 cards, but we're kind of falling cards anyway. That didn't matter that much. That stupid Forget-Me-Nuts is still alive. Bruh. Okay. So we can go teleportation, zombie, Viking. I really still want to get these flame faces going. I also would like to back air bounce this bird. I think I'm gonna go teleportation, zombie here, and I'll go flame face here. This looks good. And if we need to get creative, we'll get creative. Yeah, we're kind of playing into Brainz. He keeps on playing team ups. It's so annoying. Okay. Do I just Viking now and say screw this guy? Dude, chill. The flame face does also go face for 3 extra. Dang, he's doing 8? Bro. This gets him down to 4, though. There ain't nothing wrong with that. This will get him down to 6. If I could do this, I probably would. I think this is overall better. And we can always Viking next turn when he actually has a block meter, you know? He hasn't shown us any Brainz or anything like that, so... Thank you, JD, 9 months. Alright, I gotta lock in here. Because we have to win this turn. He hasn't shown us a Brainz. We'll win against Dragon for sure. It's just Viking. We can teleport Viking. We're really just losing to Brainz, but we kind of win into everything else. Just like Viking bonus attack is fine, and this is guaranteed lethal now. Guys, look at this play. I could just put it here. I could kill the dragon too. Here, let's BM him and kill the dragon. Why not? Guys, Viking has strike through. This is busted. That's not even fair. Haha. Die and die. Nice dragon, bro. I mean, perfect. I think that was a perfect example of what this deck can do. Doesn't really get any better than that. Hell yeah. Think of Valencia for 2 months. I mean, come on, guys. Viking OP. See, he actually could have blocked if it weren't for the Viking's new ability. He only had 3 empty charges on his block meter, so the flame face could have procced his block, and then I don't know, I guess he used M.U.G. Yeah, that would have been guaranteed lethal no matter what, right? Yep. But still. Viking OP. Actually, was he at 8 health or... I forget how much health he had. I think he was at 5. No, he was at 6. That's what we did. He was at 6. Didn't matter. Guys, don't listen to me. We are indeed looking for a headstone carver. Hell yeah. He has 2 superpowers that answer this, and there's also like Primal Potato Mine and Galactic X. The chance of this surviving are not high, but I think we still gotta keep it. If he uses his big potato on this, his big potato mine, like, that's fine. Or even Meteor, it's okay. Alright, we got away with murder. This surviving on turn 1 against Fidel is probably, it's under 50%. 50% chance he has a power, and then there's so many cards that kill this. Okay, there's 2. Is there a 3rd card? It's Primal Potato Mine, Galactic Cactus. I think that's it. Bro saved it? Alright. Viking Flameface Super Brain Super is insane. I totally agree. Should I be playing for Laser here? No. Not yet. Laser gets better later. That would have been cool if these would have lined up. That would have been awesome. Teleport is a really strong card against Fidel, but we need something to teleport in. Alright, fair enough. I think I'll just spam this because it really, you know, if he doesn't kill the headstone carver right now, this will get 5 health and win this trade. And Deadly does win 1 trade here. You kind of are liberal with the Deadly here. It's not...
Teleport and peg legs. Anyway, loving the YouTube vids lately.
Teleporting peg legs. Thank you so much, 1 Jade Zombie. I'm not so sure about this Deadly. We could end up surprising him with a trade in lane 1. There's also Swashbuckler coming on next turn. This is turn 4, so we're basically going 2+3 next turn anyway. Alright. So this really affects 1 lane. It's the teleportation zombie, and then it keeps Deadly on this card. I find just it's better just to be a little bit liberal with your Deadly in this deck. Flameface is tempting because it automatically draws a card here. I think we'll keep on utilizing. We're getting the headstone carver this turn, so we get a little extra stats, and then also allows us to use one of these. So we should get really good value from either laser or backyard bounce. And hell yeah, we are. There's another. Is this
6 freaking years, bro? I know I don't stop by live streams as often. I more just watch the vids.
cool?
But I love y'all content.
Dasherman, hi.
Gasm.
Thank you so much, Dasherman. Nice to see you, buddy. Oh yeah, we got this. Oh my gosh, we got a 4/2 Imp Commander. Damn, are pirates still good? I guess they are. The moral of the story is...
Who even plays Spado in this meta?
He's playing Barton, guys. It's good. I don't know. So... You know what? We have Teleportation Zombie locked and loaded and a Teleport in hand, so you automatically pass if you're not into Brainetta in this scenario. There's some cool things here. It looks like it's going to be Flame Face, because that'll make this go face. It's got to be Flame Face, right? I don't think we give him Poppin' Poppies back. Actually, this has Deadly. So if we well, we can backyard bounce the little buddy and kill a 4/4, but give him a little buddy back, which is free money. It's got to be Flame Face here. It's so good. I don't think we backyard bounce that. Even though our teleportation zombie kind of dies for free. Let's see if he gets Meteor against the 4/2. That would be against the Swashbuckler would be really good. He did not. Looks like our Flame Face is gonna die though. Damn. And now our loss is upgraded to 5/5, not 4/4. And teleportation zombie, no, would not have lived. I wonder if that was a mistake. Teleport Viking looks good, so does teleport Cowboy. In fact, I might as well just commit. I mean, Cowboy... wait. We might as well include teleportation zombie in this play, right? In fact, if he's gonna kill something, it'll probably be the swashbuckler. Alright, this is weird. I'm playing the teleportation zombie here just to stall and to save the teleport, I guess. Even if he grave busts this, we can still teleport Cowboy. This should be fine. Mollicale. Okay, wasn't expecting that at all. Soul Patch, this is why we held on to the back air. I thought we were just gonna play Soul Patch. Okay. It's weird that I think bouncing the Mollicale is the play. Because the Soul Patch dies to the Deadly if we do that. Yeah, that has to be right. Alright, see ya. And it keeps the teleportation zombie alive. He's healing for 3. And we're doing 1 damage. Goodbye, Soul Patch. See you later. Yeah, so we got Flame Face Viking. We have just Teleport Viking if we need to. We could play Flame Face Viking and win on that pretty easily here. If he doesn't remove the teleportation zombie, that's GG's. No, 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 no. Yeah, so it's going to be Flame Face here and Viking, and it's guaranteed lethal, right? So busted. So his block meter goes down to 0 immediately. And then we go face for 4, because Flame Face makes all of our pirates have strike through. I guess I could have put the Viking here, it would have been cleaner, but it literally doesn't matter. He can heal for as much as he wants. Then we do 0. Then he goes down to 3, goes back up to 6, and Viking just clobbers him. Guys, we just teleported in Flame Face and Viking for the win. There's not a damn thing he could do about it. That's what I'm talking about. It's the new way of playing teleports. Of playing pirates, I mean. Pirates are so back. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Keep a 1. Let's look for a 2. It's a 2. It's a 2 indeed. I love Chimney Sweep. What a good card. He went bang. What the butt? A little bangs. Is it possible that pirates are actually overall better post-patch than they were pre-patch? Wouldn't that be a doozy? Bro decided to ignore and race a pirate deck. We'll see how he fares. So I think I'm just going to go flame. I typically like, by the way, the swashbuckler to be on the right and the flame face to be on the left. Because even though you don't want the flame face dying during the attack phase, because then the swashbuckler won't be strike through, it's always more likely the swashbuckler that has less health is going to die during the attack phase. Can I have my chimney sweep back, please? Oh, yeah. All right, you know, the race is on. He's getting low in cards here. I am not. He'll super face there. Good play. But we've got Strike Through. We've got Pirates. I wonder if I should be playing for Backyard Bounce just to keep the Strike Through going, you know? And again, we're going to do this super liberal just for a card here. I love the bonus attack. So... yeah, this looks about right. You go 2 and 2. I think 1, and then the possibility of a Backyard Bounce or a bonus attack or card draw. Those are all nice to leave our options open a little bit. For race value, so right now we're doing 9, which probably won't happen. I think I go teleportation zombie to block the 4. We could Backyard Bounce this, but it gives him another bean in his hand. I think this is right. Is there something we could draw that would be better? This also opens up, you know, we can just totally pass here and be safe for this next turn. So that grows. Wow, I think we rolled double ones. Did we just win? Yep, we'll take those. Damn, I think the block meter really got him there. I think he had 3 filled, and then we hit him 3 times. We rolled like a 2, a 1, and a 1, if I remember correctly, for the win. We'll take it. Undeserved. Nice aggressive deck. I was teasing the guy, but I don't... Racing there was probably correct. I think he had the right idea there, because he's not going to out-tempo me. And Super Brainz has no answer to Admiral Navy Beans, so he just went for the race, but... yeah, the block meter really screwed him really bad. I think even without that, though, we would have had health and block meter left. I think we were okay. Alright, so... yeah... we got to get ourselves an actual curve here. I'll get rid of Flame Face to look for it too, and we got it. I don't mind this as my 2-drop. Not at all. This might be the first deck I've ever done that really emphasizes Headstone Carver, Teleportation Zombie. I don't ever remember doing that, and it's fine. Race value sounds racist. True. Fair enough. I'll go for this trade. He could have a Torchwood that would kind of mess this up, but if he doesn't have it, that's free. And it's free. This isn't the same guy, right? I feel like it's the same guy. Why is he running Peapod? So let's see what we can infer. This is not the same Green Shadow. Let's see what we can infer about the deck here before I press the pass here. I guess we'll go for it. So what deck runs peas and beans? So the synergy would obviously be like Black Eyed Pea. But why would you do that again? So you can run like Click Pea, Black Eyed Pea, and then Gatling? Or Jelly Bean? You might be running Jelly Bean and Gatling. That would kind of make sense since there's some peas that overlap. I like it. He doesn't have his super anymore. The Swash probably wants to go here though, so I think we'll just do it like this. That's a 3/5 card draw card, like, ain't nothing wrong with that. I just gotta have to keep an eye on my health now. Bruh. Alright, let's roll that 1. Come on. Damn California rolls. I guess I kind of deserved that after last game. So now what? And he's rolling 1s like a mofo. Hopefully I can block. Yeah, we teleport this cowboy in 100%. We actually do have one answer. And it is, there? Alright. This Rotavega doesn't really... like, why not do that? Okay, anyway. It doesn't really do much. That's a good cowboy. It's doing damage. It's killing the Admiral, which is his main source of damage here. We are still pre-brain... oh, and we draw a card? Oh, I love that. What a play. It's only turn 5, so we don't have to worry about Brainana, and we have a teleport in hand, so you just auto-pass. Next turn, let's burn the teleport this turn so we don't get stuck with that and get killed by a Brainana, which is pretty likely since he's running like a amphibious tempo deck, essentially. All right, so what do we do? Flameface doesn't really do anything here. Cowboy lives, which is probably going to be the way to go. I also like the Deadly this turn. It's not only killing the 4/4 here, but it's also just leaving Deadly on literally every minion on the board. I guess the Imp Commander dies, which is fine. So it's going to be Cowboy, Deadly. And Viking is ready to go. What am I afraid of here, even? Oh my gosh, I'm big in 2. It would be stupid. All right. 1 in 5. Give me Headstone Carver. That was frozen anyway. That was totally fine. Bro's down at 4 health. Now we got that, but I do have Backyard Bounce. So we're always playing for Backyard Bounce here. I should probably even put a Gravestone here. So, there's so many bonus attacks that win, too. What is the actual play here? Like, let's play around plant food, I guess is the primary thing. How do we win into plant food? Well, like this. You can teleport in Flame Face and then bonus attack anything and you win here. Yeah, this is fine. Totally fine. I feel like I'm throwing for some reason. So it's gonna be... It's just this. This wins. This is guaranteed lethal. This is guaranteed lethal. We take 5 damage. Totally fine. Alright. I feel like I was gonna mess that one up for some reason. I don't know why. Because it's the Rotobag and the Cowboy. It's confusing. Alright, here we go. I don't know. It's 11:30 at night. Why am I streaming right now? This is what I get. On the other hand, we are 4-0, so that's the good news. Keep it going. Keep it rolling. Chompzilla, a non-gravestone removal hero. Let's see if we can get that headstone. It's kind of good enough. This is also a really good card against Chompzilla. Oh, do we keep Laser here? I feel like I gotta get rid of one of these. Is Teleportation Zombie good against Chompzilla? It really is. He can use like only Hammer basically to get rid of this. Or like Toad or whatever. Chomper. Is Laser Base good? Alright, let's get rid of the Laser and see if we can... Alright, that makes that easy. Okay, that's a pretty good curve. This plays into Colonel Pulp, but whatever. He doesn't have it. I don't know what's going on, man. This is so good if they don't have a 1-drop. It's so great. Dude, where's your Click P? Alright, here's our fake teleportation zombie. Welcome. Alright, it's on. That's a great answer. But we are way up in tempo, way up in damage. So we gotta do something. Damn, I have no answers. I have 0 answers. None. I mean, I guess he has to go after. I might as well. Well, I mean, should I just play Backyard Bounce here? Kill, like, bounce a 5-drop off the board to maintain tempo and then just Cowboy and just forget about this? Honestly, it's probably the best move. Let's do it. If he plays like a Allosaurus, it would be paramount to get it off the board here, so... He can play it next turn, but it's kind of too late. Good enough? Free trades. I love free trades. Rolled a 1. Love to see it. We just Virginia rolled him, right? 3, 2, 3, 3. Yes. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. So this has to be right. It doesn't die to his ultimate. It doesn't get hit by Scorch. It'll still kill the twin. So that's our answer to twin. I love Cowboy. Whoever in the chat told me to put Cowboy into this deck, I think it's a good idea. That doesn't suck that much, to be honest, because we still get 2 threats on the board. That's fine. Fuck the block. We'll get him down to 7 here. And we happen to have a minion. There happens to be a pirate that has exactly 7 attack. Just saying. Good play. Oh boy. Alright, there's so many possibilities with this play here. Do we put the teleportation zombie here, though? We don't really worry about our health. We be as aggressive as possible. So we also might just, well, very likely just teleport in another teleportation zombie and then win with guaranteed teleport Viking next turn. There is, if he puts something dangerous on the board, though, we'll have 2 really good laser-based alpha lanes. Probably the way we do this is we draw cards, teleportation zombie here. Even if he kills this one, this pops out and we teleport in Viking. Easy. Clean. Hey Fry, I'm a game developer. I'm watching your content really inspired me to start making card games. I've designed 2 games by now and just wanted to thank you for the motivation. Thank you so much for coming and saying that. I appreciate it. This guy's just toast. He doesn't like the gravestones. Bro's not game. I really don't actually want this deck to go 8-0 because it means we're back in the pirate meta again. Someone has to beat this deck, guys. I think for the good of the meta, we need this not to go. We need this deck not to go 8-0. I'll throw the next game just for. I'll take one for the team here. Not for real though. This is the truth. This is where, I mean, this could not be, obviously could not be going any better. It seems like we're really getting good. Like, look at these curves. The chimney sweeps have helped us get a really good curve. I mean, every game we've had a 1, 2, and a 3. This is perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. And against Wall Knight, who's not a Brain here, you just keep teleport. It's so much value against Wall Knight. Something I've learned recently is how, like, Rose, you spam minions. Wall Knight, which is almost the same hero as Rose, plays very similarly. Except the difference is there's no Brainanas. But there is a lot more Shamrockets and stuff like that, so you always play for... I know Rose has go to fight, but you always play for, instead of spamming your minions, you teleport them. He also has grave removal, which is a thing Rose doesn't run as much. Don't throw? Fine, I won't throw. Guys, a joke. Okay, these grave busters are annoying. Alright. And that's 2. Kind of wanted him to get me there. Yeah, we'll do these 2 both, like, next turn, I guess. You always let the Headstone Carver try to proc the block. That's okay. Honestly, what did Headstone Carver do? Well, it absorbed a 3-drop removal card. Good enough. Alright, so we're getting really trolled here by this Wall Knight. It's been 3 turns, 3 answers. Well, it's been 4 turns, 3 answers. So this one will go here, and this one will go here. Now let's not get blockbustered, please. I think he's probably not going to have any more grave removal. That's the good news. Yeah, so we should be good now. Thank you, Luigi1. Welcome to the Primally. That is okay, because that is our Imp Commander, so this, well... Man, he's got me blocked and everything. I gotta draw cards here if we're gonna beat this control matchup. So that's actually not very good. I kind of wish that the Imp Commander would have drawn the cards. Literally, I'm gonna backyard bounce just so we can keep the card draw. We gotta draw the cards here, right? Teleport Viking is going to be tempting, though. Alright, I want him to play Astrocado so we can just chop it and then backyard bounce. And draw 2 cards and get some tempo here. That is choppable minion that has untrickable. Very sad. Do I teleport Viking? But I want the card draw. But this is such a good teleport. And Viking becomes unplayable into this Gravitry. Alright, yeah, we gotta do this. It's so sad, though. The Viking also grows to 8-6, which is awesome. Goodbye, your one sliver of block meter. He makes a whole musical production for one one little thing. Die? Thank you for dying. Yeah, this gravity is a problem. We have, again, a backyard bounce, but... Oh, that bonus attack is hot. So we win with backyard bounce bonus if he doesn't kill the Viking. Please, no sham. No sham, we win. Or squash, I guess. Or ice spore. God damn it. Yeah. So this is awkward. We probably need to cycle for a card here. So much for that. Alright, so we keep the bonus attack, I guess. We do that. Alright. I mean, do I bonus here to cycle the card? It does 2 damage. And we'll probably need to bonus a Viking. I don't really know. This gravity really messes up this deck, though. Not really sure what our path to victory is, even. Because even if we got, I guess, Viking bonus attack. That laser is very cool. Alright. So now we might laser bonus. No, bro, no! Oh. Okay. That's so much damage. Where the heck did he get this from? Oh, it's a flower. It's a flower, so he got it from cross-pollination. That's why it doesn't say. Alright, I need to start thinking some possibilities here. We don't... well, bonus attack wins no matter what here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play for Super Brainz Super, and then basically any minion we can move it to lane 2 now. Didn't get it. We just lose. Alright. Guys, I totally jinxed this game. I'm sorry. I didn't throw, I promise. It just happened. Damn. I mean, we were playing against an opponent who had an answer for us every single turn until he played Gravity, which just really, really got us. I mean, he Gravestone, Gravebuster, I think he played 3 Gravebusters, right? Hammer. Oh, that was brutal, man. Because you think of Forget-Me-Nuts. You think of, I mean, Go Nuts as being a nut. You don't remember it's a flower. I don't think we've ever ran, like, Briar Rose Go Nuts. With Little Buddy. No, it's a terrible idea. Nice try, though. It was worth pondering for 1 second. I'll give it that. Alright, we didn't get a good curve this time. Hopefully, well, he's not going to run like 4 Grave Flicks. It's not how the Green Shadow do. I didn't throw! I did not throw. Run Spadown, run Gravity and Fig. I agree. I don't think I posted that deck, but I built it. I don't think I ever posted that one. This looks pretty good. We're playing into Shrinking, but I just want the ability to laser next turn. Fine. Headstone Carver is awkward. So spam Headstone Carver and then laser here? Oh, shay. I really want to go Headstone Swash. I think it's Headstone laser. It's gotta be right. Bro, so annoying. I'm gonna, well... Do I just back? Okay, fine. Let's just back our back. It basically prevents him from drawing 2 legendaries, so... I guess that's better. Barely. There's a chance Chop is actually active here, so let's just go... Let's just do this. Depending on what he got from the... It's turn 5. He got something with one attack, apparently. Dude! Brutal. We can teleport it in, so that's awesome. Alright, why not? Whoa! Okay. Arr. Let's see what Top Deck Madness has in store for us today. I'm just a little bit worried about seconds. This doesn't also... Alright, yeah, we have a teleport in hand. I guess I'm playing the Brainz now, though. Alright, I probably should at least spam this, right? Not a Brainz. Must be the other card he got from... No, he didn't play cross-pollination. Is he running Snowdrop? He's gonna play Wintermelon? I don't even know what's going on. Okay. 4, 5, 6. Am I ever gonna bone? No, I'm always saving bonus attack. Let's just see if we can get something better off of this. And there it is. No blocks for you this game. Yes. It's literally exactly what we needed. Hell yeah. It also kills the cucumber. Oh man. And now we're also setting up like the bonus attack could be huge next turn. Doublemint being annoying, but it's fine. This hits and grows now. Huge Viking. He didn't have Brainz last turn, so let's just pass. There's no point in spamming this anyway. Or is there? I guess it is kind of good, right? Alright. Even regardless of Brainz. So he's running a freeze deck. Interesting. It's so annoying. Hopefully he doesn't have a second freeze here. I really want to do this laser-based bonus play. That is totally fine. So this is absolutely massive. That's going to get him down to 1 health here. Save the teleport. Maybe burn the teleport because we're worried about Dragon next turn. Anyway, our teleportation zombie lives, so we're actually not that worried about Dragon. He's down to 1. He rolled a 1 there, so we just have to tickle him and he will die. Super Brain Super wins on the spot. Alright, we'll play around Dragon and just burn this. Not what we needed. We actually have Chop if he Dragons. So if he Dragons, it's already guaranteed lethal. So we never play around Dragon. He hasn't shown us the Brain Nano, so I don't think we play around that either. Nice Dragon, Bozo. I'm like, what does he have that has 0 cost? Like, please don't have anything stupid from this Burb Captain Cucumber combo that can, like, freeze my Swashbuckler here. Ah, he's giving it stats. You die harder, if anything. Alright, that's guaranteed. We can also just teleport this in, but I wanted to kill that dragon, because screw dragon. Alright. That will settle the bets. Damn. A day of domination. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we still got 1 game left, though. Not having to play around Dragon was a luxury there, wasn't it? Give that mana Brainz. That was a game where like Brainz was 100 times better than Dragon for like so many turns, including turn 8. Yeah, we went just over there. Yeah, we will settle the bets. This is a different green shadow. Interesting amount of green shadows we're seeing today. It's at least the 3rd one. I think keeping Flame Face is fine. Probably better to look for like another gravestone, but not necessary. Maybe we'll actually play around Shrinking Violet this time. This is not a 7-2 scenario. This is a 9-1, or well, an 8-2 already. We are changing it to yes. Congrats, 73% voted yes. Very wise. And we got our we got our gravestone, even though Headsink Harbor's dying, so who cares? Yes! Black Eyed P get wrecked. What was he even trying for there? This dies for free to literally everything in this gravestone. Okay, I guess it would even trade with Ice Pirate. Otherwise, it dies to Teleportation Zombie, it dies to Drone Engineer, it dies to Swashbuckler, which would be a 3-3, and it dies to Monkey Pirate. But he was playing around Ice Pirate. Alright. Fair enough. We're gonna play this here now and play the Flame Face, like teleport it to the right so this can draw another card next turn. That'll be awesome. Heights. Fair enough. Free cards. We'll take free cards. Kind of enjoying the Imp Commander. It's a pirate. It's a gravestone. And it's card draw. We haven't really had a problem with... In other versions where I didn't run Imp Commander, you know, other things like you can run this deck or Space Pirate. There's really a lot of this you can run. If you guys, you know, play around with this and find a better version, I'd be happy to see it. I experimented a lot with Stealthy Imp for power. But it looks like the Imp Commander is really getting it done. So I think we might as well teleport this in now. It's a, you know, it's a smarty hero, so you want to... Actually, I'm going with this in Deadly. I think this is gonna be, I think he's gonna play Bananasaurus Rex in too. Oh. The Deadly's still good. And this grows. Or not. I think we Deadly here, right? Kill 3-1. So let's go Telly. I think Telly into Flame Face is fine. The $1 million question is, do we bounce this burp? Wow, this feels exactly like the last opponent, doesn't it? Yeah, Black Eyed P is... it's not a good card anymore. The strike through doesn't really matter. This is a pretty good back. It's about as good of a back air bounce as we'll get, right? The only question here is, do we play Viking dry or do we teleport it? I guess we gotta play around the Brainz though, right? It's so sad. we gotta just play. I can't die. Listen, what is the worst thing that happens right now? It'd be like a bean and a jelly bean is really the worst thing. Otherwise, this is just a really strong play. If he doesn't have removal, it means he basically has to make a bad trade into this. Yeah, this is fine. We play around to the one card that would really, really get him back in the game here, which is Brainz. I guess it was the right decision. Bro fucked. Bro did not want to deal with Viking. Anyway, guys. 7-1 speaks for itself. Awesome deck. Awesome. A very, very new take on Pirates. But it definitely got the job done. Definitely did. So happy with this. If you want to see more pirate decks, I'm sorry in advance. But you know what? This is not the oppressive Infinity Pirates. This doesn't have Conman and Grave Robber. It's not that deck. You know what I mean? So, you know, at least this is, it's really like every deck that has happened, you know, since the patch. You have to adjust all of your heroes from being these super aggressive ones to being this sort of like mid-range. That's what this is. You start off with some tempo. The tempo's not winning games, it's just strong. And then you start teleporting in finishers. I think that's actually the best state of PvZ heroes, when it's not hyper aggressive. You're not forced to play like super late game control, just mid-range. I think this is, in terms of how long matches last, I like it. I like everything except for quarterly bonus right now. So. Anyway, guys, if you want to see more decks like this, be sure to subscribe. It's definitely going on YouTube. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. This is Fry.